Hello, hello, everyone. All right, welcome to your movement break. We are going to get started in just a second. All right, go ahead and step back into your space. We are going to start low and slow today. All right, we're going to start with that neck and head. We're going to start with some head rolls. Bring it all the way to the right. Think ear to shoulder, chin down. We're going to move slowly, rotate all the way to the left and up, reverse, bring it down. Nice slow circle. Good. All right, let's roll those shoulders up and back. Nice big circles. Think pulling those elbows up by the ears. And then go ahead and straighten those arms and make them into a nice big circle. And reverse. Good, shake it out. All right, shake out those hands and those wrists. All right, from here, we're going to take it into a wider stance. A little bit wider than hip width. Make sure those feet are facing forward. And then we're just going to sit the hips back as we bring our body forward. Bring it back up. Press through. Give those hip flexors a little stretch. And then sit the hips back, keeping the legs as straight as you can until you feel the stretch in your hamstrings, and then bring it back up. And back. And up. All right, walk the feet in so they're about almost touching, maybe about an inch or two between those feet. And then we're going to repeat, same thing. Sit the hips back and up. A few more times. Sit them back. Weight should shift into the heels as you sit backwards. Giving those hamstrings a nice stretch. Last one. Good. Now we're going to bring that right foot forward. All of the weight is going to be on this right foot. So if you need something to hold on to for a little bit of added stability, go ahead and hold on to something. We're going to shift the weight. Make sure you can pick up this back leg. Tap the toe to the floor. Bring it up. Squeeze. Tap. And lift. Think of bringing the heel right towards your glute. Give it a little squeeze like a hamstring curl. Now if you want to add on, you could take those hands, send them out over the head, pull it down. As that leg comes in, really test that balance. Keeping that core nice and strong. Last one. And rest. Same thing, other side. Left foot in front. Find a nice strong base of support first. All right, from here, right leg curls in, tap, curl it in. Once you feel good, you can add those arms, pull. Reach and pull, squeeze, pull those elbows down. 2 more. And rest. All right, from here, hands are going to stack right on top of each other. Knees lift, nice and slow. Just like a regular march. Good. From here, we're gonna add a slight rotation. So think opposite elbow towards that knee. Two, and one. All right, arms out to the side. We're gonna bend our knees in this position. We're gonna hold our knees bent. So in this position, we're gonna make sure our back is not super arched and out of place. Think of rolling those hips under to create a nice long and straight spine, arms out, knees slightly bent just so that those quads are working a little bit. From here, we're gonna rotate and roll the wrists in just some circles in both directions. Now there's a lot going on. We're holding our core, keeping our knees bent. Arms are staying out. From here, we're gonna bend the elbows in and straighten. Reach as if someone was pulling your hands and they were gonna pull you into two pieces. Reach and bring it in. And out. And in. One more. Hold it out. Little teeny circles to the back. I want you to think like you're moving through water. Shoulders are down. Reverse. Bring those circles to the front. Don't drop those arms. I want you to start to really feel it in those shoulders. Good. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We're going to bring them out in front. Good. And then bring it out. Up over the head. Reach it up. And down. In front. One more time. Repeat. Out. Overhead. Good. And bring it down. Bring those arms behind the back. Just stretch. Good. Now, with the knees, we are going to keep our knees bent here. And now I want you to think of lifting the heels lower to the floor. Now, this is obviously pretty difficult of a move, so feel free to hold on to something for some stability. We're just working through those feet, rolling through the toes. Now, you can do this completely standing too, and just do a calf raise. It's another good modification. If you'd like to make it a little harder, that's where those bent knees come in. It's going to make the stretch in that butt a little bit more intense. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Last one, we're going to hold it. And if you are holding onto something, test yourself. Maybe take your hand off, try balance. Wherever you are. Good. All right, we're going to go into a few squats. Make sure we're good on time. All right. We're going to go hip width. Sit it back. Start about halfway. Especially if this is your first time moving today. And then start to sink a little lower with each squat. Now, if you have some knee problems or if your knees ever start to bother you during squats, just dial it back. There are other exercises that you can do. Good, maybe get a little lower, thinking of keeping the knees in line with that second and third toe. I don't want them to go past the toes. Keep going. All right, last one, we're gonna hold it in a chair pose. So we're gonna hold right here as if you were about to sit down into your chair, but you notice somebody spilled a cupcake on it, so you're not gonna sit on it. You're gonna hold. I want those quads to start to heat up. You can bring the hands on the hips. You can keep them anywhere. We just want to fire up those quads a little bit, maybe add a little pulse. for 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Go ahead and reach for that right foot. Give that quad a little stretch. And switch. Nice job. All right, both feet down, tuck the chin. And then go ahead and roll those hands all the way down the front of the legs until you reach your lowest point, and then you bend the knees. Slowly extend them as you roll it back up. All right, and that is it. Stretch it out. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thank you so much for moving with me. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.